played this matchup a ton of times. It's very weird, um, and often depends a lot upon the rest of the heroes that you've got around it. What do you think of the matchup? Do you think that Hokori have sort of put together a solid draft here with this last pick, Terrorblade?
Yeah, I think it's pretty well rounded, right? I think Theolacor has some good opportunities in this game on the Clockwork. I think he probably has the best potential to really take over the game across like all the heroes. Maybe Parker, you could say
Okay.
as well on the Kunkka has a decent chance of that as well. But like we said, it's not he's not the most reliable initiation. It's not quite as easy as Coil. He is in that realm and category of the spirit heroes plus Puck, but Kunkka's always the guy who's like dangling off the end. He's like, I can kind of
Yeah.
do those things, but I also get some sick damage, so I make up for it, and I got some sustained stuff. But I think Hokori's draft looks a little bit easier overall.
Yeah, and I think that going to the later stages, I probably feel better about Hokori just in general. Obviously, this varies if like they just infamous just dominate the lanes and stay 10k net worth ahead, then it won't matter going late game.
Mm-hmm.
But there is that danger. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Game number 1 getting ready to go underway here. Grand finals, best of 5, Hokori infamous. And, only one of these teams is going direct to TI. The other one has to take a very long path through the lower section of the last chance qualifiers. We'll see how it goes.
And I'm wondering how that matchup is going to go of that Viper versus Terrorblade as well with that AA, right? Not the support that you're usually looking to give you the best overall lane as the players are running out on the map here. Getting ready to hunt some runes. But, yeah, I'm very curious how Frank's game goes because I see Michael on this Marcy and I just think, like, this looks really bad for Gardic. And they might be dodging.
Yeah, they've got to. That lane in and of itself is really tough. Tally already up there on the top side. They have wards down. They don't want to reveal. So the vision game is going to be really important here. They spot the Marcy heading up to the north. And don't know if they're going to be able to catch that ward or not. Gardic already showing. Dude, is he going to get this D ward? Oh, Gardic, he has an idea.
Using that big old brain.
I mean, it's one of those things, right, where he spotted the Marcy heading up, and if he can sort of triangulate the position, he's going to drop the sentry. Dude. He's going to do it. He got it.
Nice. You see the ping as well from Vitali? He was like, it's right here.
Nice.
It's here.
Yeah. That's so good. Well played.
Oh, Michael does get to the rune first, though.
Let's do a piece.
Okay. So they haven't shown the Terrorblade and they haven't shown the Enigma, and they're gonna come to lane up here and be like, "Oh, you're not the guy." Oh,
yeah.
And Leo style, I don't even. Yeah, because Parker's playing the Kunkka. He's going lane versus the TV. Oh yeah, this actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see. That was the Leo style classic for a while.
Yeah.
Forgotten about that on his morph lane. So cool to see him bring it back in. The question is, how does that matchup go against the Ember? You would imagine that Ember, at least for a little while, would have a pretty good time last hitting, but hasn't been able to hit one yet.
They're both having a bit of a rough time with the first wave and getting warmed up. First game of the day, they didn't get their chance to get warmed up, I guess, for Hokori, right? Had a slight warm up, didn't quite get the whole thing through.
They practiced the lightning stage at least.
Yeah, they got that far. We'll have to try it again here. But yeah, traditionally this was a counter pick in the mid lane because you have the really high armor on the hero, and so all his physical damage doesn't concern you all that much, and his damage doesn't come that bursty. It's mostly over time sustained damage, and you can manage that with the attribute shift and a bottle. So yeah, it's a good reason for it to be counter. You also get the faster levels on Morphling, which is great because he can play in that more aggressive role with the Morph. It is something that's been nerfed over time. They really hit those first cooldowns. Like now it's 140 when you're only level 6. So that part's a bit rough, but it just means you will get to those higher levels sooner.
Continues the pressure down bottom. Gardic trying to take down Affliction, but can't quite get there. A little bit of lag. I felt that one too. And hopefully they will get ready to go back underway again.
Sir, we just had a bit of a sneeze there,
True.
Someone just finished like one of those triple cavern crawls at once,
Oh.
and unlocked 3 categories. It was like female support, no nose, and played a game of Phoenix.
I like it.
There you go. Boom, boom, boom. By the way, I am a
Bang.
little upset that Phoenix doesn't count for the female hero because then, or female support, because then I would get 3 categories right now.
Well, you know, we all have something in our life that hurts us, Trent. And
Yes. And mine was trying to win a game of with your Venomancer. So
I
there
know.
you go.
It's a tough life. Tough one to live. Good laning stage so far. Kunkka Morph sitting top of the charts. And the main one that's sort of fallen behind a little bit is this Ember in the mid lane. We'll see if it continues to be a bit of an issue, but if Leostyle keeps stacking up these denies, he's not going to have a good time. Already half a level behind him, as is Spo's down to the low ground, actually. Keeping Michael alive. That was kind of nifty.
Yeah, Leostyle's finally getting pressured a bit there. He was just sitting max agi for all those denies, as you were saying. And oh, we got that one. All right. 7 denies. Yeah, keep laughing at him. Keep laughing.
This is a really good time for him. Definitely.
Lumiere's game went great, though, right? Being down the spawn lane on the Terrorblade, got the matchup versus the Kunkka, which has its own issues, but still, I'd say that's better than Viper Marcy for this AA. Like, that would be a total disaster.
Yeah. Can make use of his armor at the very least against the Tidebringer spam. It's mainly Gardic that's the one that sort of needs to play carefully. And up top, Delio Core turned on, brought down.
Michael!
The turn from Michael. And Vitaly might also be in some trouble here.
Oh,
they got the punches. Frank from downtown, and the tip as he starts to die. Gets a double kill on that Morph down bottom. Parker dying to the illusion, but will manage to survive through it.
They almost got Lumiere at the same time. Almost got both of the side lane cores. What a turn from Michael. First the toss at the old core to get him off of Frank, and then the rebound back off of Frank for the double stun, and giving Frank movement speed for the chase out to the tree line. Just absolutely perfect play from Michael.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. They almost got a connection there from Thelio Core on the clockwork, but won't end up happening. Moves on in and wants to pretend to be body blocking. There is already a sentry ward down in that camp, though, which is blocking already.
Classic.
And Analog forced to head out of the lane on this Ember Spirit as Affliction taking some more punches, gets the D ward, walks away, though, and tries to get this pull. Is it going to happen? Yeah, he pulls it in. Nicely done, nicely done. But Analog made the way on over and was able to get the bounty rune before Michael made that move. And that gives him a little bit of a better time. Vitaly up top again, getting gone on. A couple punches coming from Frank, but a good Cogs pushback. Not going to be enough, though. The combination of the sidekick and this poison attack is just devastating. And Delio Core getting chased through the trees. They find him with the rebound, couple more punches, and Frank is just having himself a game.
Yeah, it's all well and good when you're playing as an Enigma and you're like bringing the wave under the tower and stuff because of Eidolons, but if they can just dive into the tower and kill you anyway, then you've just got a really big problem because now you're just taking tower damage. You know, you're missing CS because it's under tower, and oh, there goes Excel.
Yeah, maybe they can get Lumiere, though. Doesn't have a Tidebringer, does a little bit of weird pathing stuff. Does still have another round of phase boots, though, so Lumiere is going to fall. Parker making some solid moves on this Kunkka, as they're finally on the board for Hokori.
Nice mid lane, yeah. A little bit of damage on the Analog, but all right. Core gets caught out here in the Radiant Ancient as he was on a warding mission. So they might know that he just got one up there on the pillar. So I can be keeping an eye on what's happening there in terms of the overall farm.
And Michael might save that sentry, we'll see. But the 6-minute mark is here, and getting into position. Gardic is going to secure the bottom one, and it will spawn there. Gets the Arcane. So first rune luck going the way of Infamous as Parker goes down. Dude, there are a lot of tips going around today. Everybody was tipping Vitaly. Now they're tipping the Kunkka.
Got to set the tone, right? As Excel will run into Analog in the river as up top.
Wow.
They're trapping Frank into the tower.
And this is a big kill. This is a streak for him. Frank, level 5, battery assault, chase down, wants to get him. Couple more punches, it's going to be enough.
Nice
a good chunk of gold back to Vitaly. And, well, the tip's now going the other way for Vitaly.
Yeah, there you go. Teammates are giving him the friendly ones there. As Gardic gets caught down bottom, though.
Dude,
still have a toss back.
Yeah, they got him. What a bloodbath. TP?
Oh, wait.
Oh. Oh, one more. Oh my God, he gets away. Dude, that ring of regen.
I
So good.
actually thought he was so dead. Let me see how low he was.
He's
I wasn't
very
even.
close.
Oh my God! Actually, 1 HP. He
Dude,
was.
the ring of regen. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he was at 43 from 1 hit, and then he regened 1 HP, and he took 43 damage and was left with 1 HP. Beautiful.
Well, Lumiere, he is not going to survive that initiation. And the boat even going to get thrown out. Dude, what is this pace that we're seeing? It's 7 minutes, 9 kills. Every time we look somewhere else on the map, it's another hero dying.
You know, maybe they've been playing a little bit of Turbo for Battle Pass as well.
Apparently.
That's what it's feeling like right now. They're just into the lane, playing aggressive. And Michael just no fear at all. He moves through this territory. And they're going to bring Lumiere right back down. So enough farm to keep Lumiere here, but must be a little bit worrisome to be down here, I would think, for this TV, considering all that nice dire side jungle farm. Like, is this where you want to be right now?
I mean, yeah, it's a tough question, right? Like, because you still have to deal with... I mean, I guess eventually this would be the timing when you might bring a carry down to try and take that tower, but I don't think he's going to be able to take the tower against Parker. Jumps in. Michael, a little bit off the mark. Goes for the dispose. The Hokori gets the pushback. And Leo Style not going to be able to do anything else there onto the clock. So we'll see where they go next. But yeah, I agree with you.
I'm just watching Lumiere, man. He's just running back and forth.
Yeah, he's not having the... I mean, still sitting very high up on the net worth. If there's at least something to sort of hang their hat on, it's that.
Yeah, I mean, Parker is like pushing it in. He's by himself though, so yeah, I guess doesn't really want to be too close to, or he doesn't want to let anyone get out of that that tower range and start like chasing him down or trying to fight him or something. 'Cause up top there is a chase down. First Excel's gonna drop. Dispose from Michael onto Vitali, but they'll just turn off the Hokori.
And Michael's still going to take some damage from these Eidolons. Isn't going to be enough to bring him down quite yet. Ooh, just the movement speed to get out. But more action across both of the map. Leo Style forces back Analog again. And we're back to holding position. Interesting for Parker, going straight into the BKB and even bought an extra Blades of Attack on the Kunkka. That's kind of cool.
Maybe he was thinking Falcon Blade or Armlet, and he just changed his mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Or maybe he'll just get it eventually anyway.
He could also just eventually build into the Chrysalis. Silver Edge is always pretty solid.
Yeah.
But whatever the case is, it's some nice extra bits of damage. So
well, now
again,
you have someone like Michael who's just he's just trying to figure out exactly like where am I useful right now as Marcy, because all of his cores is kind of chilling and sitting. So he comes to contest the top rune, and he's dead for it.
Yeah.
Classic roaming player. So what am I supposed to do, guys? All my cores are just happy hitting creeps right now. I don't have a purpose.
Yeah.
Dies.
It's the way of it. But did get the DD rune taken away, so that's the nice part of it. And to be honest, for Ember, it did kind of feel like he needed that one, as he had been bottom of that net worth chart for a little bit in terms of the cores. Makes the move over. Analog throws out one, chains onto the Wyvern before level 6. Affliction gonna get dropped here, and it looks like Hokori are done messing around, ready to take the bottom tier 1 tower.
Yeah, they even have the tome there on Clockwork, so unfortunately didn't get him to 6. He's got a little bit of XP here before he's gonna be ready for that. And is sitting around the outpost now, looking to see if he was TPing. He might find Leo Style. Oh man, if only he'd gone a little further, he would have seen Leo Style at no HP. But he's gonna kill this camp with that beautiful new battery salt. Now he's got level 6.
It's so hard to do anything.
Oh, that ward too. Ah! Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, they need level 6 on Gardic, I think, for it to really work. And in the meantime, Affliction is gonna die down bottom.
Didn't he
so
just
both
die
of
down
the
here?
tier 1 towers go down. Yeah. Fair enough.
Playing some Wyvern, you know, this is what the hero does best. Oh, Leo Style. Oh, Leo Style.
Gardic is so close to 6. If he waits here for Gardic to finish this off, they can make some type of a move, but spotting him now. Chasing. Vitali there. Black hole drops it immediately, and that is enough. They don't even need the AA.
Yeah, that was perfect. Just get him as soon as he's stunned up there. It took a second just to make sure, like, yeah, definitely not attribute shifting. All right, cool. Black hole can actually kill people again.
And now they have AA Blast. So Hokori, this is their time to shine.
Yeah, they can actually just, like, slight Bola and throw an Ice Blast on someone here mid. I don't even care if it's Morphling. I think if you just remove, like, this Wyvern and she's not able to stay here and defend this tower, I think that opens up a lot for you.
Now, the one problem, there is going to be a 12-minute, yes, that's right, 12-minute BKB on Kunkka. And that might get them to not want to chase that much further. That is very early.
That is a big old wall of an item. That is true. It is a 90-second cooldown, though, at this point in the game. It's kind of intense. Like, every 90 seconds. Oh,
finds him again. Ice Blast down. He's dead. Leo style dropping so quickly. And, well, they're able to get a cleanup onto Gardic, but not before he already did his job. And now chasing down Affliction. Had already used the Winner's Curse, so they'll be able to find him there. Good chunk of damage. Hits the Torrent, though, on round 2. Tries to run it away. Parker right on top of him. Analog hoping to escape. And he might actually do just that. So he gets away. Vitali starts to fall. A 2 for 2. But more importantly, another death for Leo style.
That was the worst case scenario. This is exactly what we were like, well, I mean, they got the kill with the AA, but, like, you know, surely they won't just get it again. And then they did. Ember went down to 3 HP, so it wasn't 1 this time. It wasn't nearly as cool, unfortunately. But Parker's still holding that BKB, drives his back. And now, what do you want to do with that, though? Like, mid's already taken on the tier 1. Parker's circling up top. But can you really push that tier 2? I mean, you have a Morphling, to be fair, but he's also so vulnerable right now with that Ancient Apparition that I'm not sure how willing Leo Style is to join. This feels kind of awkward for Infamous to pressure with.
Yeah, I agree. Doesn't really change things. The plus side is there's no black hole for 50. They find Parker. Gets a good cleave out. Tries to jump away. Parker pops the BKB, but the Ice Blast is on top of him. The slight bringing down his HP continuously, and they do get a decent Winner's Curse. Lumiere moves on in, starts to kill Michael, gets that finish. But with no Kunkka in this fight, Hokori are just going to clean up. Affliction tries to run away. Analog can't get the chains as it was still on cooldown. But a 2 for 2 and likely another death here. Infamous losing heroes. That's not the BKB reveal they wanted.
No, he didn't pop until he was about halfway out of his HP, and then the Ice Blast came in, so had no choice but to just retreat there. And like you said, kind of just made the fight very easy for Hokori at that point. TB gets to do his job. Clockwork and Enigma willing to throw the body in there, make it well good and worth it for them. Now Analog's even going to farm up near their triangle there. As it looks like they had blocked this camp ages ago, and they just never farmed it on Infamous, apparently.
Interesting. Well, that's the way it goes. I think
there is a lot of vision there across that mid lane, by the way. You can see when they did that invasion, they didn't get the best kills because of it, but that is a wall of wards going right down the middle of the map here for the Radiant. So moving back into that territory when the curse is back and with the BKB should be a strong option for them.
Well, and they're trying to make a move now. Affliction wrapping around. If they spot him on this low ground, he's going to get mega kill. Does have a ward in the area. And Lumiere just runs right into him. Hook shot off the mark. Reflection still keeping vision on him. And he is left all alone. Winter's Curse does some good damage. Might actually kill off this Enigma. Vitali barely survives. Dude, what is it with Hokori and just living on nothing?
They're showing you why the stats matter, I guess, huh? You know, he's got those 2 branches. That's what it is.
Unreal.
And what's
and again,
ooh, terribly. Look at Lumiere. Oh, he's scary. He's got himself a full-on Dragonlance finished up. He's gonna go into that Scotty next. This big guy.
Yeah. I think that, again, this game goes later and later. If Kunkka's not scaling, and you can see here, Theliocor trying to force him to pop the BKB. He is going to have to do it. Theliocor, I mean,
this is, I
think, okay. I think this is worth. And now, Parker, after having already popped BKB, he's getting chased down by Analog. The damage, it might not be there, but he's looking to kill him off. Couple more hits. The chains, it's out. Analog, Remnant in, looking for him, just off the mark. No, we can't get it. Parker gets away. But still, that doesn't feel good as a Kunkka.
No, I'm totally fine with that play by Theliocor. Just go in there, make him pop the BKB, because, again, it was a 12-minute BKB. It's now 17 minutes. He's already popped it twice. Down to the 7. Soon it'll be the 6. Going to be making that first Roche fight just harder and harder for him. It's a pretty big difference, you know, compared to that nice fresh BKB at the initial Roche. Oh, my God. Look at this, man. Dropping his Manta to get mangoed by Theliocor. Now that's a support player.
Love it. Now, time will tell how this one goes, but it's starting to look pretty solid. Ooh, specialist array, though. That is a nice one for the Morphlane. And tries to get out of there. Affliction gets the best movement speed, but it's not enough to get him away. Frank able to sidestep that Ice Blast.
Zoning Ice Blast. Just a zoning Ice Blast here. No worries.
Easy.
Yep. So, how's Leostyle doing? Because ever since he died twice, he has been AFK. Well, more like AFC, away from combat. He has just been farming it up. Away farming creeps. I need another K word.
Something.
Yeah, we'll get there. I'll figure it out later. Don't worry, buddy.
No problem. We'll be waiting for it on bated breath.
All right, here we go. We got the Blink Dagger done for Michael, though. Blink first Marcy. Interesting. Why?
No say. She just gets away by the creeps. Save somebody from Ice Blast, maybe? Theliocor. He's going to get killed. It's the only thing I can think of. Because that is one thing, right, for Hokori. They're going to be trying to do a lot of, like, you know, jump one target, single target lockdown, and then into Ice Blast. You can get Leostyle away from an Ice Blast, suddenly he can play Dota again.
It's so unreliable. Like, if that's your save, though, like, it's, what, 275 throw?
Oh, no, it's not great.
Gonna hit them. Yeah.
It's not great.
I mean, is the BKB that bad this game? And he's going Aether, too? Really? I mean, I don't think we've seen a Marcy do this. I feel like they've all been phased with BKB in our games, right?
Leostyle's dead again. They got him mid. Hook shot into Ice Blast, and they clean up. Natalia, the one that gets credit for the kill. That, I mean, your Morphlane is now 1-3-0.
Not great. But yeah, he's been doing this build every time, it seems. So sometimes he goes blink into the BKB, but again, very curious. Not my personal favorite right now. I feel like with the you know, we talked about it before, but the stun being moved off the dispos means that this blink dagger timing is not nearly as strong as it was before, and it feels like the damage you're getting out of the unleash is really like the big part of the victory right now. Like having the BKB and just starting to punch through someone, you can maybe force a black hole. You could probably just chase down Gardic and start bullying him in these engagements. I don't know.
Oh, totally.
Seems strange.
Well, we'll see if it pays off for him. I mean, again, you dodge one Ice Blast and give Leostyle a better time. That might all be worth it. Infamous, they nursed that DD for so long to set up to get Leostyle this Aegis. So DD sidekick ready to go, and Theliocor looking for the hook shot in. Does he go for it? Comes a little bit off the side, and Affliction able to body block it. So Leostyle moves in, cleans up. He did get hit by that Ice Blast, actually.
Yeah.
But ends up being fine.
That was great positioning, though, from Excel. Make sure he wasn't going to get caught out there. Analog is going to find Leostyle here. Actually roots him down, but he is able to morph out there.
And then the runaway.
But look, the blink build.
Blink. He finds him. He couldn't do that with BKB Trent.
No. Adios.
16-16, very even in this game, but an Aegis on Morphlane is a little bit to the favor of Infamous at this point. But what can they get out of it? All the tier 1 towers are taken. Bottom lane, Hokori were able to take that tier 2 with Vitali and have now taken over the outpost. And the ping comes for this top tower, it looks like.
The thing that I'm seeing right now is reliable team fight is becoming stronger and stronger for Hokori, as like we have the Blink Dagger on the Enigma. Eventually he's going to get into that BKB, and then you're just essentially trying to get a curse play to try and stop it from the Wyvern. And that's all going to be set up by hook shots as well. Plus you have the Ice Blast. Like when you have BKB, Blink, Black Hole, and hook shot, it gets a lot easier to hit your Ice Blasts. And you think about how Kunkka works with that rum, and everyone starts getting low and low. Sure, maybe they're living, but if they just get zinged by that thing. Oh, meanwhile, in the tree line, Analog.
Yep, so runs right into the Ember. But this is still a big wraparound coming with 3. They don't have Vitali with them. Lumiere is also on the other side of the map. But it looks like they want to get set up for this. Gets a D ward on that sentry. They spot that there's a ward up on the high ground, and it looks like they are just going to give up that tower. So instead, Hokori decide don't need to claim the objective or try and counter push. Just farm out the map. They're going to feel good going later.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident about that as well, honestly.
Of course, with, like, everything.
The Scotty time is going to be so much better on the TV, right? Like it's done, it's in there. The Morphling is just going to be a while, so I feel like that's all. Every range carry, it's just like, but when do they get a Scotty? Then right. I feel strong and I can fight.
Well, they are still a ways away from that one for Leo style. Parker also trying to get towards this AC. Could switch up the build still if you wanted to, depending on what he's seen. There's always that big question when you're dealing with TB as Kunkka. Do you go the magic build? Do you go more physical? And for now, at least, he's queued up and ready for the physical build.
Michael is really hunting, so
yeah,
he's basically just trying to catch people being a little bit too greedy in their moves with this Blink Dagger. He's just constantly like blinking ahead and rebounding off his allies so that they get that movement speed, and he's just looking for a quick dispose. Like maybe he doesn't get the stun from the rebound because of the way he's playing it, but he's trying to enable his Kunkka and his Morphling to just get that one stun that can get them to kill, because I mean we have an AA who has no defensive options, a Clockwork who would have to just straight up hook shot away. Even the Enigma, if he catches him before the blink, you're going to be forcing bad spells or bad situations. So I can see why this works. Yeah. Still not my favorite, but I get the concept behind it.
Helio Core cutting waves here. It's going to try and jetpack out. Goes for the TP away and is fine. The bottom lane has been consistently pushed in by the Enigma. Now the tier 3 tower is down to half HP. By virtue of these Eidolons, while simultaneously they're pushing in mid. So you can see there's some good decisions just to dodge out this Aegis while they've got it. A minute left.
Yeah, that's all they'll be waiting on. You know, they still have the outpost as well. That was taken in the Radiant Jungle. So they're gaining some map presence throughout all this as well. And what is up with Analog? He is almost into a Maelstrom. He still has his 9-second BKB. The BKB from the Enigma is also coming very soon, too. And he's considering the Eye of the Vizier, which, I mean, that would be quite a hefty cost to your mana pool with 100 mana on Wraithback, I gotta say.
I am also surprised that they put the Specialist Array on Ember instead of on the Terrorblade.
I think he just wants it for the stats.
Right, but like your next attack fires projectiles at 2 additional targets for Terrorblade.
I mean, that is good.
That's so much damage.
But, you know, bring it back, guess it's a happy item.
Akil is definitely better for like just sort of straight up regular farming stuff, but I feel like in these fights, Specialist Array, I mean, that's so much extra damage. I don't know. We'll see. So 25 minutes in, and well, let's hope that the lag is not something that sticks around.
No, thank you. We gotta hit some hook shots and some black holes here. We can't have any lag happening. Now,
True.
do you think Leo style, should they try and force a high ground with this Aegis?
No, I
Because
don't think so.
is he getting ice blasted? AA is missing. I am scared.
Right. I mean, that is a decent question. It could be worth it if they like find a good pickoff to just test it. But I think that at this point, because of where the waves are, they aren't in a position to do it.
No, they're not. That's the problem. And in fact, the waves are. It's kind of insane where the waves are. To be honest, like we had that great play from Clockwork where he did the battery solid jetpack. That was actually one of the first things I tested when this change happened. Was I was thinking like, if you're smoked as Clockwork, you can just kill an entire wave without anyone noticing. Theoretically, you kind of get your blur factor on. And now with this idea of doing the battery solid and the jetpack away and just and killing the wave like that, very interesting.
Yeah, it's a cool concept for sure. God, game is just dead even. Taking a look at where we're at in terms of win probability, it's very, very close, but a slight edge right now to Hokori. And I think it again just gets back to this idea that we're talking about of morph. There's an answer for it, and right now from Infamous, there is not really an answer for Terrorblade. The answer for Terrorblade is kill everybody else and then deal with the Terrorblade at the end.
Yeah, or hope that like Frank can start zoning him back, or like somehow Excel gets a really good curse. I mean, to be fair, Excel does have Grove Bow and Blink Curse, so that is gonna be a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and I guess that the winner's curse. I always just think about it just because of how much armor you've got on TB and the potential for a BKB Sunder turnaround.
Dude, Vitali's insane. I can't believe he stayed around for this wave as well. Then he kills the flag bearer creep.
He's a monster.
He's just cutting this all, huh? Only the catapult's gonna survive.
I think he has just about BKB also. So the triple BKB timing that they're going to have on Hokori looks very good to me, and it's going to be right around the time this Aegis expires.
It might even be around the time when the Roche spawns, too, because he's almost done on Lumiere.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, for Hokori,
Radiant's courier
or rather for Infamous, the plan feels very much as it has been. Try and dodge fights once this Aegis is down, and then head on in and eventually try and take the pit. Parker misses the wave a little bit on the Kunkka, pulls it in for round 2. I'm almost done with that AC. Are they really going to try and pull back Hokori to base? They're setting 5 heroes over here.
I think they're just going to try and get this tower. And just take it off the map. I'm watching Excel, though. He got flared, I think. I looked like they saw him on top of this pillar. Oh, now he definitely got flared. He has to blink away.
Yeah. I mean, this is the triple BKB timing right now. Hokori want to fight. And I think Infamous need to get the hell out of here.
Ooh,
Smoke
the lines are being drawn.
Yep. With 4, they're trying to scout.
Oh,
They
there's so
wanna
much
see
pressure.
people. Dude, I mean, they see all of them. They've got to CP away.
They essentially get scared off because of flare.
Yeah. That
They
ends
instantly
up
start
hurting them.
saying like, let's go smoke at them. Like, let's go sit in our triangle. They're gonna come over here.
Yeah. I think you take this fight, though, if you're Hokori. Yeah, they re-smoke again.
Re-smoke.
They do not care. They just want to fight.
They need to give Theolacor a good angle. His death doesn't matter. Like they know what they're doing. He's just sitting high ground right now.
Parker, they're right there. They spot him, get their one, pulls him back in, but the Cogs pushback Leo style gets a little bit of separation. Where was the rest of the team? They saw Parker right there, try to go for the Ember, or rather the Morphling.
It's just too far.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, that's all it is in the end, right? Like they got kind of greedy, like just going up the high ground like that. They should have just gone on Parker. If you're dedicated to that at that point, I feel like you just ice blast Parker and just try and get the kill with a chain stun or something like that. Because that was, I mean, in the end, it's just not a good fight to take. Like once you pop on the low ground like that, the real play was probably backing up. But like you said, they're very determined to make something happen right there.
We'll see where they end up going now, but that was the BKB reveal and first usage for Analog, not necessarily what they were hoping for. And Infamous able to dodge away from what could have been a pretty rough one for themselves.
Lumiere was
Hokori's
farming the whole
still
time,
strong.
though.
Yeah.
You know, he was getting his gold on there, and now Excel gets caught right away.
Finds Affliction. Mega dead. Looking for more now. Frank gets some separation, slowed down by the reflection, pops his own BKB, and is just going to TP out. So
All right, now
does
we
not
just
want
need
to
instant Roche, right? Wyvern dead. Viper TP'd away. Roche timer will be, though, 243. Ooh. It's going to be a finely aged Roche by that point.
Oh, yeah. Well, still very even. Infamous get back together, and they do not want to give up what they think could be an Aegis right now for themselves. So they smoke up with 4,
Top tower is under attack.
and
I mean,
similar to what we saw last time.
if you think about it, though, like, if TP's not here, this is a humongous, like, the one-sided fight, right? Like, he has so much of the value of Hokori, and he takes a second to get there. But they're going in pass. They might actually find Lumiere first if they get the right angle.
They spot instead.
Radiant's top
They
tower
throw out the
is under
torrent,
attack.
see that nobody's there. Michael kills him off. Just off the ward. Connection for the moment onto Parker, forced to pop his own BKB. The Scotty keeping control over him. The slowdown is there, but Morphling up on the high ground. Hasn't popped the meta yet. Needs to wait. Leo style turns over to the side. Parker chased. Lumiere is just on his case and got him caught. A ton of trouble there, and still hanging on to the black hole. Leo style, he's in trouble. He's got to get the hell out of here. Vitaly's after him. Everybody chasing. Leo style jumps up to the high ground. Do they have enough to catch? No. They can't get him.
He was actually just out of mana on analog. He had the slide, he had the bola, but just no mana left in the tank.
And something must have been breaking Vitaly's Blink Dagger. But unfortunately for Hokori, the bad luck with the Roche.
That fight started off so strangely as well. Like you said, he's just like marching through the river. Lumiere is just this complete and utter raid boss that they don't have a way to deal with right now. He didn't even pop his BKB.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a serious problem.
I mean,
Hokori
they
are
have
so
everything.
strong.
What do they even use? Ice Blast? Ice Blast and meta?
Metamorphosis.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even one of those situations where you can be like, oh, nice, they won the fight, but Roche didn't spawn, so now we're actually ahead because they used the big cooldown. It's like, well, not really. Like, meta's back. It'll be 40 seconds. Maybe if they're instantly into the Roche pit, that could be something for them. But it still doesn't feel that great.
Full
That's a
butterfly
butterfly.
completed. Yeah.
Radiant's top tower
He
is
is humongous.
Get some vision down up on the high ground. Gonna deward that though. The avenues that I feel like they have to deal with this at this point are few and far between. And Infamous, through a combination of decisions and everything else, have not been able to get themselves set up to fight against this Terrorblade at this point in time.
So Theolokor just accidentally hooked the Eidolons, but it was actually an illusion that they were rebounding to try and make it look like the real one to bait spells. So the plan did work, especially like he could have gotten that hook shot and maybe analog like panic black holes or something.
Right.
That could have been pretty bad.
I wonder, so like this build that we're seeing Parker go for, he's going AC, he's got the halberd, going into the silver edge,
Yeah.
and like pairing that together with the sidekick. I wonder if it gets to the point where like eventually he does start to do enough to Lumiere, but I just think he's got too much armor.
And it's also just a matter of range and like kiting and just like the actual fight and how it plays out.
Right.
Like getting on top of Lumiere is not easy.
Look at how little damage he did to his illusion in the mid. Like, that was one Tidebringer cleave, and the majority of that damage was just by virtue of standing in the acid spray.
Oh, he can't even hit the damn thing. Evade.
Like, it's really rough. Gardic gets jumped on, throws out the Ice Blast onto Michael, and will immediately run away. Gotta deal with the TB last. Kill the rest of these heroes on Hokori for Infamous.
Yeah, that means no Ice Blast down, though. So
True.
could theoretically start poking in the Roche Pit. I mean, you're versus Clockwork and an Enigma, though, so that's kind of scary, but
Step lively now. Your admiral is on
they're
board.
thinking about
He's
it.
in. He's in. Trying to bring this down. The Heliocor does have Rocket Flare back up in a second, and he's going to send him in. Eidolons are there, too. This is the most desperate play
Look
that
at
I
the
have
angle
seen.
the analog's coming from.
This could go really south very quickly. Marcy jumped upon a log, pops that BKB, tries to run away. The rest of the team very far away from him. Winter's Curse even used. Does he have a way to get out of this? No. The rest of Hokori's farming camps. And Ember just went in.
Yeah,
That was interesting.
yeah. There's the buyback. I mean, you kind of have to because now there's no curse, so Analog has a free game. This should be just Roche for them guaranteed. Like, you should not be contesting this at all as Infamous. Excel might try and do a blink play, but Gardick's on it. Just keeping an eye on the area. And that's Aegis entry. Now, do they give the Aegis to Analog or to the TB?
They got to give it to Ember, surely.
Yeah, let's go. Got the shard, got the Aegis, feeling good.
Wonder if
Excel blasts
now-
a wave. Good job.
Parker did go for the full Silver Edge. I was wondering if he was just going to like go big item Rapier or something like that. I don't know.
All right, well, a slight risky play there from Analog results in pretty good play overall. And his streak did go to the Wyvern, so you'll take that. Better than the Morphling at this point.
Right.
But I am impressed by Parker's gold upkeep. Like, he's actually staying pretty close to this TB.
Yeah. It's true. Well, and that's the thing that's weird too, I guess, is he sort of needs to, I think, deal with all the rest of these heroes, which is why he's going for this like right click physical build. But at the same time, like, you know, it's weird having it in position one because a lot of times you'll see like the mid kunkas or what have you go for that, like, you know, Aghanims build with the shard and, you know, even Shibas or Dagon or something like that to deal with TV.
Yeah.
But he kind of has to go this physical build, so they're just in a rough spot.
Well, this whole game is just strange because it's all about the lane pressure right now. As geez, I can't believe Garda's going to get out of there alive. He puts a ward in their Ancient, spots out the fact that the Leo Style's in here farming. He's going to retreat. But we have just Ember has remnants around the map where he's just zipping back and forth, TPing home to do the split push. You got Kunkka doing the same thing with the X marks the spot. And so both teams are just trying to get the other into a really bad spot lane-wise to apply that pressure. Now we have the pressure coming in up top. You have Vitali just lurking in the tree line. Everyone's here.
Yep. Parker still can't kill the illusions, even with the Silver Edge hit, cleaving off onto the creeps. Although, if he does get that free hit onto the TB illusion itself, that's going to be a ton of damage. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be more. Dude, it feels so bad to play right-click Kunkka into Terrorblade. Oh, God.
Well, I mean, they're slowly chipping away this Eidolons, as well as the
mean,
TB.
That's all they need to do, right? Like, Marcy split pushing? Okay. Hook shot. Doesn't go. Instead, they're going to throw it on in. Ice Blast Parker. He's got to run away. Thought about the chase. Doesn't go for any more, but the TB illusions, they're doing their work. They force out the glyph. Marcy,
Morphling, though.
but
Leo
Leo
Style
Style
is high
actually,
ground.
yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a dire glyph now used.
Okay. Dispose the illusions, but the Terrorblade illusions got what they came for. Take down that range Rax at the very least. And Hokori just indomitable here.
I think Analog's trying to get cursed.
Yeah,
It's like, just please, you know?
make it happen. Still got a minute and a half left on this Aegis. And the Terrorblade illusions gonna do their job. You don't need to risk it. You can just send in the illusions, one after the other.
Okay, Leo Style, though, has an Arcane Rune and a BKB. This could be a good moment for them to try and force a fight.
I think they're just gonna let it go. Maybe, okay.
They're smoking.
Smoke. I mean, this is kind of crazy. Ice Blast though onto Parker. I don't know if this is the way they were hoping it was going to go. The Winner's Curse doing nothing.
Black hole.
Absolutely nothing. And Black Hole onto 2. They move back in with the reflection out. Morphling tries to get away, but this is at the very least going to be Rax, if not more. Leo Style just has to back away. Frank getting eviscerated by these illusions. He's literally dying to illusions, going back into the fountain dang near. Oh, God, it feels bad to play against Farm TB. They just have no answers.
What a patient game here from Hokori. Nothing too risky. Chipping away on the buildings. Not going to grab himself a BKB as well, so it's a little bit easier for him to play these fights. Get a few more charges as well. He's been struggling with the remnant counts on analog, too, so that's gonna feel a lot better for him.
Man, and the full Swift Blink done for TB. Queuing up the Ags next.
Oh, he's the full swill. Oh, my God.
He's a farmed guy.
I actually love Swift Blink. I think this item is so cool. All the Blink upgrades are awesome. Probably still a little bit broken, but that's okay. As long as everyone can get them, it's fine. And now you can get double Overwhelming Blink if you have Havoc Hammer, right?
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Yeah. 7.32. Item returned. Just the only note.
God.
They've had this relic for a while, but they haven't dished it out on the Radiant.
The Relic?
Yeah, the Timeless Relic.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess no
Interesting.
one wants it? Marcy would prefer the Hood.
Yeah,
Viper wants the Bullwhip.
I feel like, again, that's one of those things where, like, a Magic build Kunkka would have wanted it, but not really any heroes that do significant magic damage in this game for Infamous.
Yeah, and Excel needs the Psychic Headband just in case of the Lincolns.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he might not be able to do anything about it anyway. That BKB.
Big game for Hokori here. And, again, so many people took Infamous as the ones to be the favorites out of this.
Oh, man, my battle pass. Come on, Infamous. Whoa, I didn't realize I was biased. Whoa. Oh, Corey, reconsider. I need all the levels I can get, man.
I was out of town when it happened, so I can't be biased. I didn't make any predictions. I got owned. Well, 20-22, and are they just going to run it down another lane? I guess that they probably want to play for Roche
he
again.
just jammed him up top.
Dude.
Excel, he walked up to the cliff, he used the active of the gem, and there was just an ember sitting there.
That's so sad. Poor guy. Hook shot in. They find another. Michael tries to get away. The Malefice, ooh, Leo Style tries to get him out of there, but Lumiere chasing with the Swift Blink. God, this Terrorblade is spooky. I mean, I don't know. They need a perfect fight, an absolutely perfect fight. And even then, I don't know if they have the tools to deal with the Terrorblade.
And those perfect fights get harder and harder to find when you're dropping your gem. Because right now, everything's dark. They see absolutely nothing. There's a little, I was going to say there's a speck of green where Viper just TP'd out from, and that is it. The lanes aren't pushed out. There's 0 wards. They are blind.
Yeah.
Oh, this is one of the worst feelings in Dota. I'm just sitting here in their vision. I have no idea where Hokori are right now.
Oh, yeah.
I got no idea. I'm like, I guess they're probably securing Roche. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, 10
Ember's
seconds,
bottom.
and
Oh, geez.
Lumiere's like, I don't need to be anywhere else but right here. I'll send my illusions to do everything else.
Yeah.
But 2 minutes, it's going to be a bit. Well,
All right. Well, I hope you guys like farming.
I'm curious if Infamous ever leave their base in the time between now and when Roche spawns. I kind of feel like they might feel the need to. You know what I mean? Oh, well, yep. Apparently they
The
do.
question is, how do you find out?
Okay, check it out.
All
A
right,
quick
here we
change
go.
that has happened. Parker has bought a sheep stick, also has the Ghost Ship Fleet talent, has given up on Tidebringer. Tidebringer, bad spell.
Yeah.
He
Best
smokes,
friend is Ghost Ship
pops.
now. That's the
The other court caught. Hex, pull him back in. Torrent and dead. This is a good start. A good start. This is the way they wanted to go, but they did lose the Wyvern, and now going to run on forward, try and take down everybody, but BKB TP away.
Dude, Analog was... He could have Blink Black Gold that Kunkka. I'm surprised he didn't.
For
Maybe he
Vitaly?
just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I said Analog. Yeah, Vitaly. He could have Blink Black Gold Kunkka. I don't know if he forgot about the timer. That's probably all it was. Because then the Kunkka just would have been gone. I feel like that's worth it.
Yeah, I think the only thing is, like, if you do that, then you don't have Black Hole for a Roche fight, whatever, you know?
Yeah. I mean, he was also, like, on the edge in terms
Oh my
of, like,
God.
maybe I'm too late. Yeah, okay. Get me out. Get me
Yeah.
out.
Run. Oh, jeez. And they're just waiting. Somebody from Hokori staying in here. They know this is all they need to go high ground and end this game. And the Hokori waits. It shows up. It is a refresher shard, which Roshan does not have the mana to use.
Oh, well, that's depressing. What a sad guy.
Infamous. They're in position to come and defend this, but will they be able to do it? I think the answer is no. Lumiere with the DD doing a lot of damage to that Roche. They do have that ghost ship fleet. Oh, but they found him right away. Parker jumped upon Lumiere. BKB chasing as a refresher for round 2. Parker, they just try and stop the pain, but Black Hole connects onto this Kunkka. And Vitaly, he found his man. They all die. This game is looking pretty freaking over. As well, wait a minute though, Leo style. He can't do it. He can't finish Roche in time. Leo's down, no. No, Leo's down, no.
Oh, the game ends as it started.
The tip. And GG, well played, is called as the mass tips come out. Ooh, Hokori, they strike first blood in this best of 5.
They do, but that is the most important part of this, is that it is a best of 5. And this is something that, again, maybe they've had a couple opportunities to play them in some of the tournaments, like regional tournaments before, but this is a whole other level. This is a best of 5 for a direct, we're going to TI.
Oof.
TI, guys, you know,
TI.
the international, it's an extremely big deal. And any best of 5 is a lot of pressure. It's a marathon. It's tiring to play through, especially if you go up, 2-0 and then you start dropping a couple of games. So I'm very interested to see how they're gonna be able to handle that, because it's gonna be affecting you on both sides of this.
Man, yeah.